Rock stars, who's enjoying refeed day? Well, I have a confession. I completely screwed up. Completely. So I did what we're not supposed to do, and I binged and I ate almost the whole entire birthday cake. So I totally screwed up. I can't see straight. My vision is all messed up. Even talking, I swear to God, I went into like a complete sugar coma and feel like complete crap. So it was not worth it. So for all of you guys following the plan as instructed, yay to you, because I fell off. And all I can say is I'll be back full force tomorrow with my eating. I'm going to eat well the rest of the day, but I can't have any more carbs because I feel sick. Anyway, kudos to all of you. Okay, a couple things. Michelle, thank you so much for posting your picture. The reason I had her do that, guys, is she didn't think the thing with program was working for her because she kept looking at the scale. And I said, all right, can you send me pictures? Because I highly doubt you're so spot on. I doubt it's not working. Like, I couldn't understand. And for most of you in this group, you're following Autumn. So you hear her, and you've heard me say before, the scale is not the best indicator. In fact, it could be one that completely skews everything because you're letting it identify whether you're succeeding or not, and clearly it's not an accurate measurement. Michelle didn't see movement in her scale, so she was thinking. Her picture, my jaw dropped. I was like amazed in 35 days that this is what is happening, right? So don't throw the scale out. Seriously, I would love you all to do that. I hate the damn thing. Measurements, but even more so are pictures, right? Because for me, when I got to phase 2, I didn't see change in my measurements, and I was a little bit concerned, frankly. And then I was like, okay, I took my pictures and I saw a difference, right? Remember my butt picture? It looked different. And so my measurements didn't change. Things just redeposited, and I looked better, so I didn't care. So pictures really are ultimate. So make sure you get good lighting and do them in the same spot every day, or not every day, every time you do them, so that we have consistent measurement or data to track, okay? So Michelle, good job. Thank you for putting it out there. That's what this group is all about. When you're vulnerable and put yourself out there, that's when the magic happens. And then even though you're coming to this group for help for yourself, I say this over and over, you're inspiring others, guys. And that's the beauty of this. We keep it real. You know, some people say to me they don't want to post here because they don't want to discourage people. Freaking, now, I will say nothing like we don't want negative Nellies who are bashing things. That's different, like what Autumn was experiencing in her group. But we're keeping it real. We're not sugarcoating it, no pun intended. But we are. This is real life, right? So I completely screwed up. I'm the head of this group. You would think I shouldn't, but we're real people. So we all have days, right? So we're keeping it real, and somebody else is going to maybe take the lead on a day when I fall. All right? We're in this together, and we got this. Michelle, congratulations. And I happen to be looking at Joanne Statton's post right now because it's up on the screen, and I swear you win the award for my posts that bring a smile to my face, because today it says, "Where's my cookie? You crack me up." I really want to get you a whole stack of really pretty paper for phase 3 so you could just crush it with your signs. So anyway, I love being on this journey with you, but a couple things. The scale, don't let that dictate your results. Don't let that determine if you're successful. Do the non-scale victories, how you're feeling in your clothes, and your pictures, okay? That's that. Second thing, I talked to some people about how they're rewarding themselves, and they get to a certain point and they get these great, whether it is a non-scale or a measurement or a picture where they made progress, and then they want to reward themselves with bad food. No, we need to replace that, right? That's a vicious cycle. We're on that hamster wheel. Some people use food as like a drug to numb things. Some people do emotional eating. Some people just don't think outside the box of other options. So let's identify some replacements for those. Maybe, and it doesn't have to be financial, right? It could be a hot Epsom salt bath. It could be a stretch. It could be journaling. It could be going to buy yourself a new workout outfit or jog bra or new clothing. Diana, that goes to you need new pants if you haven't gotten them yet. So, and again, like I said, they don't have to be tied to a financial piece. Maybe a day off from the kids and your husband takes over. I don't know, but get creative and look forward to those. And we got to start replacing that because that's going to mess us up and put us in that vicious cycle. The scale, the food, the plan. the bracket that you're in. Some people are messaging me going back and forth between different brackets, saying, well, I was in A, then I went to B, then I went to C, now I think I should go back. Guys, what I want to say is stay consistent, because I don't want you to skew these results. You're going to get amazing results if you trust the process. So here's what I want to say. And then there's, always variations, but let's talk it through before you go jumping around. One is when you do your calculations, you want to do whatever calculation you come up with, that's what you stick with, unless you have the headaches, the exhaustion, and you're ravenous. Okay, so that's part one. But the bigger thing I want you to think about before you actually do that calculation, ask yourself, because there's a lot of tiny people in this group who are thinking they need to lose weight, and I'm questioning whether they really need maintenance. And this is a shift I had when I was in the test group for Core de Force. I was one of the true test group participants, and I was in A, and I was ravenous. I was exhausted. I couldn't function. Got to a point where I was working with the nutritionist for Beachbody, and we determined I needed to be in C. And I will tell you, I didn't get to C until day 60 of the program, and I had wished I had done it back in A, because that's when my results really turned on. And it's counterintuitive, right? But I think we're all learning through this that food is what's going to get us the results, not the opposite. But when you think about if you want to lose weight versus maintenance, most people jump to the lose weight because they think of maintenance as just that, maintaining, staying status quo. This maintenance formula does not mean that. It means you're not going to lose a lot of weight, but you're going to transform, tone, tighten, lift, chisel, right? So in your mind, think about this. I don't know the answer, but my gut tells me a lot of people who think they need 5 or 7 pounds, right? And again, why do you have that number in your head? Because the scale's not the best indicator. It might just be once you tighten, chisel, redistribute, lift, that what you thought was on the scale is going to be different is the difference you're looking for. So if you're talking about a small range of weight in your mind, I challenge you to think, could that mean maintenance for you? Could that mean lifting, tightening, sculpting? Because two people or the same person at the same weight can look completely different. And they could look as if they lost 20 pounds and in fact only lost 2 or maybe even gained 2, but look significantly better. You see it in Autumn's test group. You saw it with, what's her name? I'm drawing a blank. A heavier set, Tulum, is that her name? Yeah. And she didn't, I think she lost just a few pounds, but it looks like she lost 30. So for those people, and I'm going to say this for people 5 to under 10 pounds, if you have that number in your head and you're tiny and you could definitely eat more than A, I question whether you're maintenance. I will tell you, I almost think you're maintenance. And yeah, it might take getting used to eating a little bit more food if you were an A, but it's not all that much more. And if you space it out, I think you're going to see significant changes in your pictures, not in your weight, and I don't expect you to, and it really doesn't matter because you're going to look like you weighed different, okay? So, again, that stupid mental block that we have the scale, I think is messing with us, and a lot of us are getting discouraged thinking, I'm not really seeing results. Well, because you're looking at the scale. The scale might indicate that you're not, but your body and your pictures and how things fit are going to really tell the story, all right? So challenge yourself. So once you answer that question, right, and if you think it through, do I really need to lose the weight or do I need to tone, chisel, and tighten, I want you to go to maintenance. Now, if any of you are listening to this saying, yeah, that's me, I want you to talk to your coach first and talk this through and make sure you're both on the same page. But I challenge you to think that through. Then, once you determine what that is, you do not leave there, all right? Unless then you come to another plateau where now you're starving, ravenous, tired, exhausted, headaches, then we need to reassess again. But I guess my point of telling you this is you shouldn't be hopping back and forth because you're never going to give the program a chance to work. You have to trust the process, all right? I'm in Plan C. I'm loving it. Other than today's major screw-up, I'm really enjoying it and feel very comfortable with that eating. Definitely could lose weight according to the scale, but I'm not letting that drive me because I see a difference in my body. All right. So homework, toss the friggin' scale. All right. hopefully that's helpful. Hope I didn't confuse you. And I hope this isn't too long, but there was a lot of stuff coming at us, so I wanted to talk about it here. And for those of you in Autumn's group, please check in there regularly. Her posts are amazing. The people in there with the transformations are pretty crazy. And I love her raw and realness, because that's what it's all about, right? We got to be real and coachable, and help others on the journey. So we got this. Day 35. We are getting like to the halfway mark. We are going to crush it. Awesome. Love you guys.